Hello everyone, and welcome to Thornquill Audiofix. I am your host, Thornquill. It's that time of year. Halloween, Samhain, Dia de los Muertos, All Hallows Eve, and of course, Nightmare Night. Festivals surrounding the darker aspects of life go by many different names, and every culture has unique and intriguing ways of celebrating the things we don't understand, and, in all probability, don't really want to understand. It's no surprise, then, that the world of Equestria would accrue its own share of the sublime and the macabre. One of my favorite aspects of this season is discovering new, creepy stories to experience and enjoy. Within the realm of pony fanfiction, there have been numerous stories of variable quality designed to disturb and scare us fans of the franchise. Paranormal suspense and paranormal horror, however, is a bit harder to find, both in fanfiction and in general media. I should point out that I use the term horror rather loosely. Much like the dark fiction tag, there are so many diverse stories that have been placed under the label that it doesn't really do a good job of categorizing a story anymore. In most horror stories, the monster or the terror is the focus and the engine of the story. Synchronicity, published by a hoof-ful of dust in June of 2012, is a ghost story in every sense of the term, and would rightly even be labeled a horror story. It's not the scariest story out there, and it isn't trying to be. A hoof-ful of dust put most of the effort of writing this story into writing the characters, and it's really their conversations and explorations into lore and speculation that carry the story, instead of the traditional element of fear. Even the specters that watch us as we take in the words of the story are given character all their own. When I realized that Halloween was almost here, I began looking for stories that would be fun to do a reading for. I wasn't certain if I'd have the time, or if I'd find anything that compelled me enough to put in the extra effort. There were several great candidates, but I kept coming back to Synchronicity. Its employment of mystery without resorting to gore, and the uncertainty of nightmares, made it an especially appealing choice for me. This is one of my favorite dark stories on FimFiction, and my favorite of the ghost stories I've found so far, and I hope you enjoy listening as much as I enjoyed reading it. And so, without further ado, I wish you all the best of spooky celebrations, and invite you to join me for this reading of A Hoof-ful of Dust's Synchronicity.